Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping into the world of online learning. And it's a massive world, a multi-hundred-billion-dollar industry that's completely changed the game, moving the classroom from some brick-and-mortar building right into the palm of your hand. So, how did this whole digital revolution happen? And what does it really mean for the way we learn things?
I'm gonna bet you answered yes, right? Well, if you did, you're already a part of this huge global e-learning community. It doesn't matter if it's for mastering a new skill for your job or, just learning something cool for fun, online learning has totally become a part of our daily lives. So let's get into it. What is e-learning exactly? We hear the term all the time, but let's break down what it really means and how it's made education more accessible and, well, more personal than it's ever been before.
At its heart, e-learning is exactly that, learning with your electronic devices. It just throws the old rule book out the window. Forget about a fixed classroom schedule or location. This is all about a new kind of freedom. So instead of sitting through a lecture at 9 a.m., you might get videos, quizzes, even interactive games that you can access whenever it works for you. And if you're wondering why it's so popular, it really all comes down to empowerment. I mean, the flexibility to learn at your own pace, that's a total game changer. You can get to your courses from literally anywhere you have an internet connection, which, usually makes it way cheaper. And the sheer variety of subjects out there is just wow. From coding to cooking, it's all there for the taking. Okay, so now let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the actual tech that's powering your online courses. These are the digital engines that make it all happen, and I bet you've probably used them without even realizing their, official names.
And this is a brilliant way to think about it, seriously. Think of a learning management system, or an LMS, as the school's main office. It's the administrative hub that handles all the boring stuff: registration, tracking your progress, just managing the whole structure. But the learning platform? That's the classroom. That's where the actual learning is happening. It's got the videos, the quizzes, and the discussions.
So the key difference here really boils down to focus. An LMS, something like Moodle, is all about the administration for the school or the company, just making sure everything's running smoothly behind the scenes. A learning platform like Coursera is completely focused on the content and the experience for you, the learner. So one manages the system, the other delivers the actual education. Simple as that. And wow, the world of these learning platforms is just huge and so diverse. You've got the giants like Coursera, which offers courses from the best universities all over the world. There's edX, which was founded by Harvard and MIT. And then you have these incredible national projects like SWIM and NPTEL in India, which are all about making top-quality education totally free for millions of people. And all of this leads us to the next massive step in e-learning's evolution, the move to mobile, right? If e-learning freed us from the classroom building, then m-learning is what frees us from our desks. M-learning is pretty much what it sounds like. It's learning on the go. It's using your smartphone or your tablet to get to educational content anytime, anywhere. So whether you're on the bus, you're waiting in line for coffee, or just chilling on your couch, we're talking about apps like Duolingo or Khan Academy. But, it's kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, you get this unbelievable flexibility and instant access to a whole world of resources. But on the other hand, your phone is basically a distraction machine, right? And there are some real challenges, like making sure everyone has good enough internet and that the information you find on these zillions of apps is actually correct. And that last point about the quality of information, that's where this whole conversation takes a bit of a serious turn. Because with all this amazing access to information comes a pretty significant danger. This is, without a doubt, the fundamental challenge of our digital age. The very same channels that can bring us incredible lessons and courses can also spread false and misleading stuff at lightning speed. So learning online isn't just about soaking up facts anymore. It's about learning how to tell what's real from what's junk. Okay, and it is absolutely crucial to understand the difference here. Misinformation, that's when someone shares something false, but they don't mean any harm. They genuinely think it's true. Like your aunt sharing a weird health article. But disinformation, that's way more sinister. That is false information that is created and spread on purpose to fool people. The key difference, the only thing that matters, is intent. And look, this is not just some abstract online problem. It has serious, real-world consequences. It breaks down our trust in experts and institutions. It leads people to make terrible decisions about their health or their finances. It can create deep, ugly social divides. This is exactly why digital literacy isn't some nice-to-have skill anymore. It's absolutely essential for survival.
So that all sounds pretty heavy, right? But what can we actually do about it? How do we arm ourselves to navigate this digital minefield? Well, the good news is we can. Let's walk through a practical toolkit for finding the truth.
Think of this as your personal checklist. Before you share something, before you even really let yourself believe it, just run through these steps. First, who's the source? Second, did you actually read the article or just the crazy headline? Does it have any real evidence? Is it an old story being passed off as new? And maybe the most important question of all, are other reliable news outlets reporting the same thing? If the answer is no, you should be very, very suspicious. Ultimately, it all just boils down to this. A healthy dose of skepticism is your single greatest asset when you're online. Don't just take information at face value. You gotta question it, investigate it, verify it. That right there is the foundation of true digital literacy. So look, e-learning has given us access to an almost infinite library of knowledge, which is incredible. But with that incredible power comes a pretty big responsibility. The real test isn't about memorizing facts from some online course. It's about constantly questioning and evaluating the information we're hit with every single day. Thanks for joining us.